Good morning, everybody. It is January 30th, which is the brown bag day. So excited. Wow. We've been working so hard for all of this. It's been like so much fun. I love this time of year, watching the staff. This year, I have all new staff in both stores that has helped me this year. So Sarah has been the main lead down here in Omaha. She has been awesome and amazing, and her steadiness and her dedication has been so awesome. But it's been so much fun watching all of the staff procure these most amazing bags. And up in Rapid, Sydney has been steady as well and wonderful and learning so much. And we had a good time there as well, putting all the fun stuff together. So they have some bags up there. Most of them are going to be shipped out from Omaha, because I found out an interesting fact about Rapid City, that their mail comes to Omaha to get dispersed out, or to Sioux City, South Dakota, or Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So I'm going to circumvent the mail for you by sending everything out of Omaha for most stuff because of that. How does that sound? All right. Without further ado. All right. I think we need to get going. All right. Earbuds in and coffee in hand. Look at that. This one here, it says thank you on there. It was good morning. I made sure that Starbucks was open extra early this morning. All right. Let's talk about what brown bag is. And for those people who are new, brown bag is a great event. I would say it's an event. Oh, from North Platte. All right. There you go. But I think it still has to go to the hub here in Omaha. Oh, it's all good. It doesn't matter. So brown bag is an event. You're going to get this beautiful fabric kit, but that's only a smidge of what you're going to get. It's just a smidge. It's the beautiful frosting on top, because what else you're going to get? You're going to get all of this education from Karen Montgomery. You're going to get five at least hour-long videos, if not 2 hour, on the education on how to put this beautiful mystery kit together. And then you're going to be a part of an amazing group, the Tango group on Facebook. You're going to have all that information inside the brown bag that tells you how to get into the Facebook group. It is just going to be a lot of fun. So again, it's a great community. It's a fabulous time. And it's a wonderful, beautiful kit. All right. Yes, Terry, I promise we're going to ship yours to Florida. All right. With that being said, how do you order on Fabric Bash? Good morning, Liz. I'm glad that we've spent so much time together this last week. Liz was in our virtual retreat. So she was with us all day Sunday, and then Monday evening and Tuesday evening. It was just so much fun. So how we work on Fabric Bash. So we used to be Comets Old, but they broke up with our point of sale system. So everybody had a divorce. So we had to figure out what to do. So we have gone back to this format that we have here, where you can see my mug. And then below on the web page, you can see all of the product. If you're on Facebook, you can click on over to there, and then you're going to be able to see the product. You can wait. There is no sold 100. There's none of that. You get to click and buy, so you can really take your time and order what you think is going to be a great one. But we're going to get started. So make sure you have a pen and paper if you want to write down which one are your most favorite. All right. First, before we start, we're going to talk about a couple of the education tools that also come along with that. So you're going to see our product, the brown bag. Then you're going to see next to it some suggested products. One of them is going to be a border kit. So what you get in the brown bag is you get this wonderful box full of the kit for the quilt top. Then we have some options for adding on borders if you would like. So it's only if you would like. And so that's an option, and that's underneath down below the checkout button. We have all of these options for you. Also, there are going to be 2 ways that you can put this kit together. Karen has some paper piecing if you're into paper piecing and want to try that. This here is you're going to get all 3 packs for $24.99. That is a huge, huge deal. So all of these, and some of them have over 50 pieces of paper in them. This will get you enough to do 1 kit and 1 block of the bonus project, which we will be putting out later today and into next week. So this will get you enough for 1 kit and the 1 block of the bonus project. Now, they're going to have some options for some other good things, but if you wanted to do 2 kits, you're going to have to buy 2 of these. This kit this year, if you wanted to buy 2 of the exact same kits to make a bigger kit, this kit here by itself measures 60 by 60. But if you want to make it bigger, you can make it 84 by 84. So you would have to buy 2 of the identical kits. All right. And if you don't want to do paper piecing, we do have an option of a whole bunch of rulers. 2 of them you have used already in the past with, if you've been with us for 3 years. One of them right here is the folded corner clipper. Again, if you do not have that, it'll be underneath the checkout button. All of these products here that you can click on. Okay, so no worries. Take your time. It's going to be good. But this here is the folded corner clipper. And then, of course, we have our beautiful shop ruler right there, Fabric Bash, the shop ruler. The other 2 that are going to the other 3 that are going to be used is we have this perfect rectangle ruler. And again, that's underneath all ready for you. You guys don't have to search for it. It's right there. And then we have this triangle squared ruler. And then the very last one is this is the one that's been added on for people who have not done this in the past, who've had all of those rulers. And again, all of these rulers don't stop. Well, let me finish. I'm getting ahead of myself. Need some more coffee. This also is going to take one of these shapes right in here one of these shapes you're going to work with right in here. So one of these is also worked with, but don't think this is a one and done. So we here at Fabric Bash have this group called Bash Buddies. Good morning, Ruth. And I am going to, 2026 is, I've hired some people to take a lot off my plate. And I am, good morning, Linda. And I am going to do all kinds of sew-alongs, all kinds of work with Karen's patterns and all of these rulers. First of all, look at this one right here. This Crazier 8 is a fabulous template set to use up all of your scraps. So this is a great one. I would make piles of all of these and put them into the shapes and then work. You can put already a quilt together with that. We're going to have a book that goes along with this. We're going to go all over all of these rulers with all of Karen Montgomery's patterns throughout the year. So we're going to keep using these tools so you can refine, you can learn, and you can grow and get your quilting skills to be perfect. All right. I think we got all of that out of the way. Who wants to see some brown bags? But first I must have coffee. It's early in the morning. All right. Of course, I need to start with my very first one. We have named all of our, because it's a 2-step tango, we haven't named them tango songs. I really looked at it and I would not be able to pronounce them. So we went with names of songs. So this one, let's start with this one. This one is Purple Rain. My most favorite song, my most favorite movie, my most favorite album, my most favorite everything about Purple Rain. Purple, the name, it's all perfect. So this here is $134.99. And again, inside is all of the fabric to make your quilt. Good morning, Shauna. For a 60 by 60, you're going to have the instructions are going to be sent to you. And the first few kits that we have a quilt label. So you want to get yours early and soon to make sure you get those quilt labels because I can't get any more of those. So I only have a limited number. All right, Purple Rain. Let me show you what the border looks like. You guys, Look at that. There's a hint. That would be a Tim Holtz bag. Look at that. There's the border, and here is this is the big border, and here is the skinny border and the binding. So here is the big border, one of Tim Holtz's fabrics here. I put these two together. This is the only hint I get to show you. Look at how beautiful that looks. And with that little border and binding. Look at that. Too much fun, you guys. This is beautiful. So this is Purple Rain. Purple Rain. This is going to be fun how I'm going to organize this today. We'll see. I got it all organized to show you. I'm going to have to pick up. All right. This next one is an ombre. So that's another thing that's going to happen. Some of the kids will have an ombre, and Karen is going to teach you guys how to work with ombre. So it's going to be a great opportunity. Are they directional? So Laura, pinky swear promise. Pinky swear promise. We can have a little bit of it. One fabric can have a directional. Pinky swear promise that Karen is going to show you how to work with that. I promise it's going to be amazing and it's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about that. So don't worry. We have only in the appropriate spots. We went to Symposium and heard all of what we can and can't do. So if there is a directional, don't worry. Karen's going to lead you through it and it's going to be awesome. I promise, promise, promise. So just enjoy. I wanted to show you what I thought was the prettiest fabric, but they're all pretty, but I needed to pick one. So sometimes if you see a little bit of directional, that's going to go into a certain spot. It's going to be fine. I promise it's going to be awesome. All right. We have this one here is Flowers, and it's an ombre. I guess there's a song named Flowers. So this one is Flowers. I love the beautiful colors in that. Let me show you the border and the little border and binding. So here's going to be your border option. Let me back out a little bit more to get the true color. If I get too close to the camera, it blurs out that fabric, that color. And then here is the mini border or the binding. So let's look at those together. Here's a little bit of a hint. So this one is called Flowers. Number 16 also, if you want to look that way. All right. We have another one. It's Wildest Dreams. Another hint. It's a Tim Holtz fabric. Look at that. Tim Holtz. So this is a bag for Tim Holtz. This is, again, Wildest Dreams. Wildest Dreams. My staff came up with a song, so I don't even know all of the songs. Isn't that fun? And here is going to be your border. And there's the mini border and or binding. I need to stop putting stuff on my table because I got a little rickety table here. But here is the kit with the border together. This is Wildest Dreams, number 24. Wildest Dreams. All right. Keep on rolling. All right. Here's another great song. Back in Black. Look at that one. Back in Black. Isn't that beautiful? Love the flowers. Let me show you the border. There's the border. And of course, there is the mini border. There we go. Lots of fun. Okay, Linda, sometimes you need to maybe refresh. Oh, okay, but good. It's back. That's awesome. I love the internet. I think it needs coffee too first thing in the morning. Or maybe it's cold outside. Or there's just gremlins in them and it's the internet. All right, this is Back in Black. Back in Black. Here's your border. And there's the mini border and binding. All right. Keeping on going here. Okay, this one is another directional fabric. Promise, promise it's going to be in the perfect spot. But this one is Moth to the Flame. Oh, my staff, when we fit this one, I picked actually. Moth to the Flame, and you'll see why in just a minute. But look at those beautiful teals that are in that fabric. I love this fabric. This fabric, the pinks and the teals that are in there and the greens. And here is your border fabric. Ha! Look at that. Isn't that fun? I love this fabric. And there is, oh, let me get this so it feels like it's, there is your mini border. So again, see how we're going to pull out those teals in there? There's your mini border. This also has dragonflies. If you're a dragonfly fan or mushroom fan, there you go. Because everybody it's kind of like amazing how many fabrics these days have like fungi on them. It's kind of fun. All right. There's that one. So that one is Moth to the Flame. Moth to the Flame. Okay, my tape is coming off. Must be we're humid or something again. All right, our next kit is called Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire, good Johnny Cash song. Oh, thanks, Liz. We had so much fun. It was so much fun watching everybody put them together and talking. And then the expert came in. Her name is Maggie. And Maggie goes, blah, 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 this, and this. And everyone went, oh, right. So if anybody doesn't know, my daughter Maggie sees only in color kind of thing. She's one of these beautiful people that can put any colors together. And no, Mom, this one's a little bit yellow gray, and this one is green gray, and this one is red. I'm like, okay. And so I just listen to her because she's an expert and she just sees in color and she's beautiful. All right. This is Ring of Fire. And here is going to be your border. Here's going to be your border. So let's put these two together. And this is your mini border and our binding. Look at that. So very fun. This is Jason Yuncher fabric. So Ring of Fire, Ring of Fire. I know. I love Maggie. Maggie, she is good. She is good. Here is a great one if you love sewing. So this one is Build Me Up Buttercup. Look at those antique scissors that are on this fabric. Build Me Up Buttercup. I should not sing either. Build Me Up Buttercup with those beautiful antique scissors. Let me show you the border. Look at that beautiful, those flowers are so bright and wonderful. And here is your mini border. So this is Build Me Up Buttercup. Yeah, it's been kind of fun. Build Me Up Buttercup. That one's fun. All right, keep on going here. Okay, this name is going to be kind of interesting until you see the border, probably. All right, this one is called Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti. Love the blues and the greens. And here is your border because it has pomegranates on it. Lovely, deep, and rich blues and reds. And here is the mini border / binding. So again, this one is Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti. Lots of fun. All right. This is another one of my favorite songs. Maybe I'm just an 80s girl. Yes, I am. All right. This one here is Every Rose Has a Thorn. I promise this one won't poke you. Every rose has a thorn. Here is the border. Beautiful. I love the teal background. And here is your mini border. Border and the mini border. Look at those, how beautiful they are. So Tutti Frutti. No, this one is Every Rose Has a Thorn. Sorry, Every Rose Has a Thorn. All right. Keep on rolling. This one is Butterfly Kisses. Butterfly Kisses. Butterfly Kisses. Here is your fabric for the border. And here is the mini border right there. Or binding, whatever you want to do. So these are $54.99. The other thing I forgot about, because I haven't had enough coffee, we have an option that we're going to do a backing for you for $54.99 in 2 different options. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. So we're going to do either a 3-yard cut of 108 or a 2.5-yard cut of Cuddle. We have every single wide back of Cuddle here, of Shannon Cuddle here at the store, between both stores for sure. We have all of them up in Rapid. We have all of them here in Omaha. So you now have an option of, you can get your kit, you can get your borders, and you can put, hey, get us a backing, and you can either choose Cuddle or you can choose the cotton, depending on what you would like. So some of you who have never worked with Cuddle before absolutely love Cuddle on the back of these quilts. It would be just gorgeous. So again, this here is Butterfly Kisses, and there's your border, and there is your beautiful deep purple. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to shake you guys. The mini border. So you have the option of just this. You can add your borders and you can add your backing. How do you decide? I figure, Linda, here's what I'm going to tell you. You just need to pick your favorite fabric. And I think some of these other ladies can pipe in. They've done this in the past, how they decide. I think you just need to pick your favorite fabric and say, ooh, I love that one, and kind of go with it, because it's a lot of fun, right? Everybody so far, I have, lots of return customers on this whole journey. It's been so much fun. Karen is just a wonderful, wonderful teacher. So you guys, it's just a lot of fun. All right. And we have a coffee one, and we're naming this one Staying Alive. Staying Alive. Look at that. Isn't it fun? Nice, rich brown. Here's going to be your border. And here's your mini border. Your mini border is a grunge, not a grunge, a Stonehenge. So here is your kit, Staying Alive, and your border. It's been fun. I told you it's been a lot of fun. I love it. All right. Now, I promise, do not get worried about this one, but this one has got a beautiful color right here. We're calling this one Song Song Blue. It is not all solids, I promise. There is prints in there. Right there is a Stonehenge, but if you look right here, let me keep my consistent things going. Sherry, Linda, you really can't go wrong. There you go. That's so awesome. Song Song Blue. There's going to be your border. But here's a hint. There's a mini border. Look at that. Song Song Blue. Neil Diamond is one of my newest Pandora feeds as I'm driving back and forth between Rapid and Omaha. It's a good feed. It is a good feed. So Song Song Blue. All right. All right. This one we just put together in the nanoseconds, like literally before the staff walked out yesterday. And I am so excited about this one. And if you can guess, that is Defy Gravity. And I have 2 border options depending on which team you're on. You can be team green with your beautiful pink inner border, or you can be team pink with your shiny green inner border. So this is Defy Gravity. So that is a Defy Gravity. So if you're into Wicked, that one is for you. I'm so excited. That one was kind of fun. All right. Summertime. Summertime. Look at this fun. Summertime. Love the flowers here. Love the dark background. Oh, awesome. Hope you're having fun with that one. That's a good one. Oh, I love that pattern. And here is the border, black. And here is your beautiful inner border of the blue. So here's summertime. Summertime. I'm going to put this one over here. And go back and forth, I think, a little bit. And I have to move forward a little bit. This is a song. Here we have another sewing one, Buttons and Bows. That's a song. Buttons and Bows. I love the teal on this one. Button and bows. And here's your border. This is Northcott fabric. This is Northcott. And here's the mini border. So if you want a nice sewing one, this one is Buttons and Bows. And it's fabulous because Northcott fabric is wonderful. It's all beautiful. It's all wonderful. I love it. All right. With that Neil Diamond feed, I get to hear a lot of ABBA. So here is Mamma Mia. Here's Mamma Mia. And here is the border fabric. And here is the inner border fabric. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. All right. We're getting there. I got another ombre for you. This one is called Pink Cadillac. Pink Cadillac. And here's your border. This is an ombre kit. Karen is going to be teaching everybody how to do ombres. And right there is your pink inner border or binding, whatever you would like to do. These are optional. And remember, everyone, you guys, you can add a backing onto that. We will procure a perfectly coordinated backing out of either 108 cotton or out of 90 Minky. So we have some options for you this year. I'm excited about the Minky this year. All right. Here is another good, beautiful flower one. We're going to call this one Deep Blue. Hello, Julie. How are you doing? Hope you're staying warm from up in Wisconsin. This is Deep Blue. Here is your border option if you would like to buy with the mini inner border as well. If anybody has any questions, Julie, since you just joined, real quick, you are watching on Facebook, so you can watch all of these and then head over to our webpage. And I'm still live there, and Julie's from Rhode Island. Hey, Julie! You can then search underneath my video. There's all of our product here. When you're on the product, you will have some suggested products. Some of them are going to be the paper piecing option for this brown bag this year. Karen has some paper piecing options where you can buy the set of these, and then also all of the rulers that you might need if you don't have them already. You're gonna there is an option as well as an option for backing, and we will procure you the perfect backing because we have lots of backings. I have a lot more coming in, and then also we have all of the colors of 90 wide cuddle. So I just put this down and I'm looking for the right one here. So here we have Deep Blue. Here's your border option with that inner border right there. Right, we have a few more here. I'm getting towards the end, but I got some really fun ones. I can't wait. I'm super excited about some of these here too. I'm excited about all of them, but I have just a few more. This one here, something in orange. Ha, Liz, that one is for you. Something in orange, but it's not 100% orange. Something in orange. There is your border. And we just have a nice solid for the inner border binding. These are one of our newest. This is one of blenders that I love from Riley Blake Blossom. So much fun. So this is something in orange, number 14. All right. Keep on going here. We have Suspicious Minds. What a great song, right? Suspicious Minds. Suspicious Minds. Oh, thank you, Liz. My brain had to decode FB for just a second. Ooh, early morning. All right. And we stayed late. All right. So this is Suspicious Minds. Here is your border option with your inner border option. Suspicious Minds. I'm going to have these songs all in my head all day, I think. What do you guys think? All right. I'm going to save those for the last because those are the ones that I really love. Oh, I love this one. This one there we're calling Labyrinth. Look at those beautiful butterflies. I do like a dark quilt. Here's going to be your border. And I love this here as your inner border. All right, Labyrinth. And then trying to reach all the way over here without knocking everything over because that's what I would do. Shocker, right? All right. This one here is Orange Crush. Another one that's a good one. Orange Crush. Here's going to be your border. And here's going to be your inner border. Orange Crush. All right. We're now to the program where I like these last four. They're all going to be a little bit related. It's going to be a lot of fun. These are for our military men and women who are amazing. And we put a couple kits directly for them. So this is apparently a song because Sarah's husband's in the Army. The Army goes rolling along. The Army goes rolling along. So this one here is the Army. So it's got all the dog tags with the Army on there, if you can see. Here is your border. Here is your border. Here is your inner border. Look how beautiful those go together. Isn't that amazing? So the Army goes rolling along. All right. I learned something new today. Never heard of that song before. All right. I'm going to have to move this over here. Put it on the floor because I can't reach. All right. My next one is kind of the same, but this one is the U.S. Marines. The Marines hymn. So we know that one. And again, we have the Protect and Serve border with this as the inner border. Actually, it's vice versa. This is the border. And this could be the inner border on this one. So, okay. Susan, the kits are $134.99. The borders are $54.99. The backing is $54.99. With that, it includes 5 hours of instructions from Miss Karen and all of the good, wonderful Facebook group, all of the great community, all of that fun stuff. So, such a great value. This is such a good value. All right. This one, Anchors Away. Anchors Away. Look at that. There's your border, and there's your inner border. Anchors Away. So I left the best for last, according to Cathy, and only Cathy. It's only an opinion. Maybe because my husband was in the Air Force. And then off we go to the Wild Blue Yonder. The Wild Blue Yonder. We sang that song. I'm almost, I can hear it in my head. Okay, there is enough fabric, Susan, in the kit to make a 60 by 60. Yes, it is for a specific project. It's going to be for a project that we are called brown bag mystery quilt. So you get to know one fabric. And then this is a little bit of a hint of the borders. If you'd like to buy the borders, you will then be put into a group on Facebook. Karen is going to walk you through with 5 1 to 2 hour sessions of how to put this mystery quilt together. And at the end, you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful quilt. If you want to make your quilt bigger from 60 to 60, if you want an 84 by 84, you need to buy 2 identical kits. So, no, actually, Liz, you do not need to buy 2 border kits. Excellent question. We have made this big enough for an 85. This is a 3-yard cut. So you're going to be plenty big for your borders. And this is a 1.5 yards. So plenty big for those bigger borders. I didn't want you to have to do that. So we just made it really big so people can make bigger borders on their 60 by 60, or they can make a little bit smaller on their 84 by 84. But there'll be plenty. So even if you want to cut your borders a long way and they're directional, it'll be perfect. All right. So this is off into the Wild Blue Yonder. So again, just remember that these kits are part of an event. This is a whole community that's wonderful. The fabric kit is just a small portion of what you're going to get. You're going to get well over $400 of instructional videos from Karen. You're going to be part of this great community. People are going to answer your questions. The group is just wonderful. Liz has actually made friends with another one of our Fabric Bash customers. I never really met, like, I think in person before. I mean, maybe they have since I've talked to Liz lately. I haven't talked like that lately, but Shirley lives in another part of the world, lives in another part of the world. And I love how these friendships in this quilting community come together. And it's absolutely wonderful. We will not yet. Okay. I want a picture of when the 2 of you meet. Okay. Pinky swear promise. That would be amazing. And it would warm my heart and make me cry. This is not the end of our brown bags. We will be making more. The first clue goes out March 18th, the middle of March. So that'll be in your paperwork that's inside your brown bag kit. You get paperwork on how to start cutting. You're going to get paperwork on when the clues come, how to get into the Facebook group, and you're going to get a quilt tag, which is kind of awesome because these first few kits, I have just a limited number of quilt tags, and then everything will be going from there. And I promise we're going to have bonus projects. We have, between opening up the new store and going to Symposium and doing some wonderful, awesome things, we're just, going to take a breath probably next June. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. This brown bag mystery goes on all year long. If you see in the 9 patch a day group, there are people that are finishing their kits from last year. So there is no rush that you have to get them done on a certain time frame. It's just when you want to. The videos will stay live for only a year until the brown bag next year. So 2025, I think, are going down relatively soon if they're not down already. I don't know that date in my brain, but they stay live for a year. So with that, you guys, I thank you, Joanna. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. I'm going to go down now and sit down and enjoy my coffee and maybe watch the sunrise because I haven't done that for a while. I've been indoors, but I love it because I love serving you guys. Okay, with that, guys, I hope, yes, seasoned quilters learn. Karen's teaching methods are amazing. She is a wonderful educator. So that alone is well worth over $400 and if not more, because it's priceless to a degree. It really is priceless because you're going to get lifelong lessons on how to make those quilts just pristine and beautiful, and you're going to learn some tips. All right, guys, you have a phenomenal day. And remember we have all of these kits and more are coming, and enjoy the process. Take care, guys.